You're listening to KFWB News Talk 980. My name is Les Brown. I'm Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. We come your way Monday through Friday from 2 o'clock until 4 o'clock. And today we're talking about relationships. We're getting advice from people that are married successfully and telling us the things to look for in a mate if you want somebody that you want to be with for the rest of your life. And divorced people who are giving you some advice of who to stay away from. And one of the things I said at the top of the hour, just because somebody's handsome or somebody's beautiful does not mean that they are normal. That beautiful people can be crazy. I have a friend who said, Les, he said, let me tell you something. He said, I was dating this woman. She looked like a supermodel. She was 6'1". He said she was fine. She was fine. He said, I broke up with her and I used to leave my door unlocked. She came to the house and she said, if I can't have you, can't nobody have you. And she pulled out a big butcher knife. I said, what did you do? He said, I calmed myself. He said, I just restrained myself. And I said, what would your mother say about this? And she said, oh. And he said, well, number one, he now locked his doors. But he said, you are right. Let me tell you something. She was supermodel crazy. There are some crazy people who are very beautiful, very attractive. And you would think, come on. Yeah. Crazy people, they come in all ways. They come in all kind of looks and shapes. And that, I think you got some experience with that. Don't judge a book by its cover. And that, talk to us about that. What is your story?
Well, most of the men that I had dated were based on looks. And then I would get to know them later and find that they were not compatible with me. And, at one point I got pregnant at 25 and ended up raising my daughter by myself because that relationship didn't work. And I based it all on his good looks.
Yes.
And then I kind of lost faith in finding a mate, and I thought I was going to be single for the rest of my life. And so my daughter is now 17, and about a year ago, I decided to sign up for eHarmony, and I was on it for 3 months, and it wasn't successful for me, and I wasn't getting the rate of return that I had expected.
Yes.
So I quit for a month. And then my daughter talked me into going back on. She goes, you got to give it at least 6 months. And I said, okay. So I went back on, and within less than a month, I got matched with my husband, and I wasn't really interested in his looks. I loved what he had to say in his profile, and we matched with everything, our belief systems, and so I gave him a chance. And when I first met him, I said, oh, he'll be a good friend. I'm not really interested in him. He's not, I wasn't interested in his looks. And so we hung out for a little bit, and as time went on, we emailed, corresponded back and forth. After 5 weeks of actually in-person dating, we got married.
Wow. And how long have you been married now?
We just came upon our 1-year anniversary on March 11th.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. All my friends thought I was crazy.
Yes.
Every single one of them.
Well, you know what? First of all, I want to thank you in behalf of all the homely people, because we deserve to get married too. And I want to just thank you in behalf of all of us that people should just look past us because of look. It was the Temptations. They had a song that said, beauty is only skin deep. You remember that song years ago? But maybe you're too young to remember that. Okay, well, thank you. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate the call. Thanks.
Listen, I appreciate you calling in. And what is his name?
His name's Jason, and he's the best thing that ever happened to me next to my daughter.
Okay, fantastic. Hey, listen, Jason, you got it going on. Hey, man, you and I are homies, all right? We got something in common. Thank you very kindly. Take care now.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
All right, that's good news. Listen, here's something by Zsa Zsa Gabor. She said, I'm an excellent housekeeper. Every time I get a divorce, I keep the house. Oh, boy, we lost an icon today, Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor, speaking on relationships, she said, I'm a very committed wife, and I should be committed, too, for being married so many times. I know that's right. Oh, she was special. She was a special lady. Yes, she was. When we begin to look at things today in relationships, some of the good advice that we receive from Felicia and Damone, but also from Reggie and Robert, who've been together for 20 years. He was 22, she was 28, but he was a gentleman, she said, and he was funny, and he was a family man, and he took me around his family. He was very transparent, and I felt I can trust him. We want relationships with people that we can trust, and people that come out of a good household in terms of love and togetherness, and also he treated her like she was a lady, and I admire that quality in him that she talked about, but also the thing that Damone talked about, clear, concise communication. That's a keeper in a relationship. And things to stay away from, well, just because a person is attractive don't mean that they're a good candidate to get married to. Beauty's only skin deep, as the Temptation said. And if they're jealous and insecure, don't try and fix them. Trust me on that. It's a full-time job trying to fix yourself. And the other thing that you must look at is that this person, can you trust them? Can you believe in them? If you catch them in a lie and they try and pretend that you are blind, that you didn't see what you saw, trust me on this, avoid them. Run in the opposite direction. Now, I mentioned earlier we have some good news for you. And the good news is this. The great news that we have, for those of you that have been hoping to get tickets for an evening with Dave Ramsey at the Alex Theater in Glendale tomorrow night. Well, I've been eating hot pepper on a fork, just getting ready for the occasion because I opened for Dave. I'm so honored to be there. I'll be opening up to speak tomorrow in Glendale. And so for those of you, as many of you know, Dave's special guest will be me, and a very limited choice seats have just been released. That's right, you heard correctly. A very limited, did you hear limited? Limited choice seats have been released and now available through the Alex Theater box office or online at daveramsey.com/LA. daveramsey.com/LA. Don't wait, because there are less than 20 tickets. Less than 20. Did I tell you 20? Less than 20 tickets are available. So you want to do that now. You want to go online and get those tickets. And I guarantee you, when you come, not only will you learn how to begin to stretch your money and to save your money and learn methods and techniques and how to develop your leadership skills, but you'll get a larger vision of yourself. And I'll share with you strategies on how you can become an effective communicator and how you can live your dreams and get unstuck and begin to take your life to the next level. So if you want to be there, this is your chance right now. Go call the Alex Theater box office, or go online, daveramsey.com/LA, daveramsey.com/LA. Now, in the next hour, we're going to talk about something. I saw this online. It was online, and it made me sick to my stomach. We talk about the Good Samaritan, a fight that was provoked and encouraged and instigated by the mother of a teenager and another young man. We're going to give you some information on this, and that's what we're going to talk about in the next hour. And it's a conversation that we want you to be a part of. So don't go anywhere. Stay right there. I want to keep this in mind. Here's a thought for today. As you look at your life, look at your goals, and look at your dreams, I always ask audiences, have you done all you can do? And most of the time they say no. Well, A.L. Williams said, all you can do is all you can do, and all you can do is enough. But make sure you do all you can do. So, in other words, if you got a goal, you got a dream you want to achieve, make sure you go all out. Don't leave nothing on the table. Take no prisoners and eat the wounded. This is Les Brown. This is Baby Brown's Baby Boy. We'll see you on the other side of the hour. You're listening to KFWB.